Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Boxer, the technical trader at thetechtrader.com. It's Thursday, the 26th of January. These are the charts of the day. And as we do every Thursday, a review of the swing trades over the last few weeks. We're looking at CECO, which we put out, I believe, when it broke out back, a few weeks ago. The stock's consolidated. It broke out again. It's consolidating again. It's got a beautiful flag formation. My mid-channel target is 60, and my upper channel target is 19. CTSH Cognizant broke out and pulled back, but then it's come on again. I like how it held the trend line of moving averages. My targets are now 67, 70, and 74. DADA has been a monster ever since we put it out, and it's continued then in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave advance. But the fifth wave flag is a rising one. It's very strong. It looks to me like this is a $17, $18 stock, maybe even mid-20s before not too long. Evolent broke out of a base and now forming a beautiful wedge, and it's a perfect one. Low volume pullback. I like the look of it. I think we're going to challenge the 33 range shortly and then move up into the high 30s. First Solar has been a monster for weeks now, months actually, I should say, when we first put it out there in July when it broke out. But look at the trend, and it's a beauty. Now coming out of a wedge today with a gain of another 7 points or 4%. Looks to me like the channel top around 200 to 205 is your next target. GDS also in a 5-wave advance coming out of a 5th wave wedge. It looks to me like I think you're going to see 31 and 34. This stock looks great and has good momentum. Himx coming out of inverse head and shoulders. It appears the neckline's been broken. There's a big gap in here, so I'm looking for that gap to be filled just about 9 and then 10. HOWL, Werewolf Therapeutics. Popped sharply, broke out, formed a coil or wedge, and then broke out again, but now pulled back. I still think it has much more to go, looking at 5 and 7. HROW, one of our top picks for the year, also looking good as it popped out from the wedge and it popped again. Now it's pulled back the last couple of days, but I'm looking for 17.5 and 21. IQIYI with a nice rising channel, another really strong, I believe, Chinese stock with a 5-wave advance, a wedge, and now a breakout again today, up another 11%, 23.7 million traded, targeting 8 and 11. In the gold sector, JNUG popped out yesterday where you put a swing on it. Gold backed off, so did this, about 3.5%, but I still think we're headed to high 50s and high 60s. LABU, same here. Swing popped out and tested the recent 875 range with a high today of 870. So it backed off of that. Once we get to that level, looking for 9.5, 10.5, and then 12.5. Chinese automotive electric vehicle manufacturer LI Auto popped out 2 days ago, pulled back for 2 days, and now today really ramped up 206 or 9%. Looks like it's headed at least short term for 27, but I'm looking for 31 now. NINE swing trade continues to push. It pulled back to the trend line and bounced. As long as it holds 11.5, I'm good with it. My next targets are 17 and 21. NIU, another electric vehicle manufacturer out of China, popped out recently, pulled back, and today advanced another almost 4%. The objective to take out 620 and run it up to 8. Those are my targets. NSTG coming out of a base above the moving average with a nice pop. It's been flagging for 3 weeks. What I'm looking for is a pop through 11.30 and a run into the 12.13 zone. ORIC popped out, we put a swing on it, immediately backed off. It's holding the trend line. As long as it doesn't break 5, I'm good with it. My targets remain 7.5, 8.5, and 9.5. Pan American Silver, one of the largest silver purveyors and producers, backed off today about 1.7%, but it's broken out of a base and it appears higher, targeting 21 and 24. RBLX, falling wedge, breakout, pull back, and now in a wedging type pattern. Once it gets to 38.5, I believe you're looking at 42 and 47. One of my top 20 picks for the year, REPL broke out in December. It's been consolidated ever since. Now, 2 days ago, it popped out on volume, but it subsequently pulled back pretty quickly. Today down 187, so I'm a little concerned. As long as it holds 24.5, 3/4, I'm good. Targets 33 and 36. SMMT also pulling back. That's support. So this one really needs to hold right here at about 340.45. Closing at 350 today. It was down about 5%. So let's see if this wedge holds or not. and we'll keep you posted. Your next support below that is 270. SOXL, an ETF for the semiconductor group, appears to have broken out today with a slight edge above a triple top. My target's going forward to 19 and 22. Technical glass keeps edging up along this channel, and I'm looking for it to pop, run through 34.5, and make a move towards 40. TGTX continues beautifully positioned and a nice 2-day flag after a pop a couple days ago. Tells me this may pop and go again. 18, 21 are targets. TOST in its software group reversed yesterday. We put a swing on it. It followed through a bit today, up about 38 cents, but I think you're going to look at somewhere near 25 and 30 on the next couple moves. UMC coming out of inverse head and shoulders there, put a swing on it, it backed off, but I still think it's got more to go. 8.5, 9.25, 9.5, 3/4. Viking with a big breakaway gap in December and a run up, now coiling. My next target is 11.5 and 14. And finally, W coming out of a base with a breakaway move on big volume. It's backed off and consolidated, but I love this look. Above 61, your target is 68 and 75. And that's a look at the current hot swings and at thetechtrader.com. Good night, everybody.